Hello, and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of April 29th through May 5th. We have a last quarter week, which means the moon is slowly decreasing, and so should your energy as we make our way towards the new moon. We also have the Beltane celebration this week, and we will also be live streaming on Wednesday, May 1st. And we completed our community challenge on Twitch, which means we will be making a community crystal grid. Come join us live on Twitch Wednesday, May 1st. And the other community event that we have this week is on May 5th. Sunday evening, we'll be having another watch party in Discord, and we'll be continuing with the Legend of Korra. So hopefully you survived the full Scorpio moon last week. So let's jump into the energy for this last quarter moon week. So as I said earlier, we have a last quarter moon week, and that is also happening on Wednesday. So we've got a last quarter moon on Beltane this week. So this means that Monday and Tuesday are waning gibbous moons. Wednesday is the last quarter, and then the rest of the week is a waning crescent moon, which is going to lead us up to the new moon next Tuesday. So once we hit the last quarter, that's when you really want to start winding things down. So hopefully last week, if you weren't too busy recovering from the full moon, you were able to use your energy wisely so that you're able to rest at the end of this week and into the beginning of next week. Monday, April 29th, we are still hanging out in Capricorn energy. Ended the week last week with Capricorn energy, which hopefully helped us find our footing and our foundation again so that we could get moving. I know a lot of us were hit pretty hard by the Scorpio full moon, so I think a lot of us have been resting and recuperating from that. And hopefully this Capricorn energy that we ended the week with last week and that we're starting the week with this week is really giving you some sort of place to work off of this week, some sort of foundation, some sort of stability. So Capricorn energy and Capricorn season is at the end of December and the beginning of January. So this is like where we started 2024. So I've been really feeling the need when we pass through these Capricorn days to really reflect on like what were my intentions for this year. And honestly, I feel like this Capricorn energy has been bringing in an opportunity to solidify the plans that you made at the beginning of the year, especially because like I never have my intentions set in the beginning of January. Like I'm just not ready for the new year. I need like some more hibernation time. I need to kind of like figure out what the heck happened the year before and like where I want to go. It just takes me a while to set those plans. So I never really have anything like set in stone around January. However, spring is when we start to feel that nudge to like take action on things, and where we just made our way through Aries season. So there's this like need to like, okay, like how do I want to make my way through 2024? So when the moon's in Capricorn, this gives us an opportunity to really check those things off of your list that you set the intention to do at the beginning of the year, or just in any of the new moon intentions that you've had this entire year so far. And there does seem to be this emphasis on Capricorn energy this year. So we have 2 full moons in Capricorn this year, one in June and one in July. So there seems to be this like significant around Capricorn energy and like illuminating things around Capricorn energy. And one of the reasons why I think that might be is because the last 3 years, as we were waiting for this Pluto transition into Aquarius, forced us as individually, but as a society as a whole, to rebuild the foundations from which our world is built on. And Capricorn is the foundation builder. So we're learning and figuring out how to rebuild these structures from the ground up. So there seems to be a lot of emphasis on Capricorn energy this year. So we'll be in Capricorn energy all day Monday, and for the beginning of Tuesday, a really quick transition here. The moon goes void of course at 11:18 a.m. on Tuesday, and then immediately moves into Aquarius at 11:20 a.m. So we'll be in Aquarius energy for the rest of Tuesday from noon on, and all day Wednesday. So Aquarius season is immediately after Capricorn season at the beginning of the year. So it's when you've already like got your foot in the door, you've already tried doing things, you've already attempted to figure out how to accomplish your goals. And Aquarius helps us come up with fresh new ideas. Aquarius is the trendsetter. It's like you're the one that's doing everything before everybody else figures out like, oh, this is how we should be doing things. Aquarius is usually like a couple steps ahead of the general population. So Aquarius is like the misfit and the weirdo. We can all relate to the misfit and the weirdo energy here in Wonderland, because most of us are the people that are changing and evolving and doing the shadow work and connecting to spirit and trying to evolve for the betterment of humanity. And that is Aquarius energy. So I don't know. The full moon felt like a dark moon to me. It felt very, very dark. It felt there was this need to sit with the emptiness. Everything that we've gone through this year with eclipse season, with Mercury retrograde, and just kind of like sit with that emptiness and figure out how to go about filling yourself back up with more positive, healthy, for your highest good things. Because we've released a lot. We've purged a lot. It was like the big spring purge is what this first eclipse season felt like. And we've got a couple more Mercury retrogrades to come this year, and we've got another eclipse season in the fall. So we've only just started. And now hopefully Aquarius energy is going to bring in this like hopeful energy of, okay, we let go of all that stuff. Like, what are we calling in? Where are we going from here? What and how can we go about this new way of being? The moon starts to transition early Thursday morning and will enter Pisces around 3:00 in the afternoon on Thursday. So Thursday, we've got Pisces energy that takes us into the weekend. So this is another water sign, just like Scorpio was a water sign. Pisces, however, has a very lighter water energy, a very hopeful and dreamy kind of energy to it. So hopefully this weekend is not going to feel as intense as last weekend did, as we sort of like recovered from the eclipse and recovered from the full moon, and Mercury has been direct this whole week. So we've had a lot to like recover from. And hopefully Pisces, like the Aquarius energy, is bringing that hopeful energy back. So with Pisces energy, we can call in positive, dreamy energy, hopeful energy, and that's going to carry us into Saturday evening. Around 4:41 p.m. is when the moon transitions into Aries. So that's going to put us in Aries energy for the start of next week too. And remember that this is actually closing out this Aries moon cycle and the Aries sun season as well. So with this waning crescent Aries moon, not only are we closing out the Aries season and the Aries moon cycle, we are also welcoming Taurus energy, which is something that I feel like we kind of missed because the sun moved into Taurus on the same day as the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. So we've kind of overlooked that energy, but I think that's just the nature of Taurus energy, especially being right next to very volatile, energetic, fiery Aries. Taurus is the opposite of that. It's literally like the stability that the ground and the earth gives you. So it's kind of a very subtle energy, and it's also a lot more gentle than some of the other earth signs like Virgo and Capricorn. So I feel like we can really, if the Scorpio full moon didn't cleanse and release enough for you, allow the Aries fire to completely burn it away. Because from there, we're putting our feet on the ground in Taurus season. We're finding our strength and our stamina and our stability to have that slow and steady wins the race energy of taking one step at a time, taking one sure-footed step at a time through Taurus season. And that way you're conserving your energy as well. Whereas the Aries is just like go, 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 go until you burn out. Taurus is like moving slower and moving confidently towards wherever it is that you're going along your path on your journey. The energy of this week is starting with that foundation, starting with that stability, that Capricorn earth energy. We're kind of starting down here, and then Aquarius wakes us up, brings these fresh ideas to our mind. Pisces is going to help us go with the flow, feel hopeful again. And then the Aries is going to like have that last minute burning away of things, that closure that we need from this eclipse season and from Mercury retrograde and everything. Because we have Beltane on Wednesday, which is the celebration of mid-spring, I chose the fairy oracle to work with today. And when we think of Beltane, we think of these bright, vibrant colors. Think of all the colored flowers you can think of and all the colors of the rainbow. And you think of the maypole with all of the colored ribbons. So this is a very colorful, florally time of year, being the middle of spring. And this deck unfortunately is not that bright and colorful. So I ended up picking 2 cards because even though this deck isn't very, it's monochromatic. So there's still like cutesy little fairy people in this deck, but we didn't get that for either of the cards. Bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. Someone once said that courage is not the absence of fear, but that which enables us to experience fear and not be stopped by it. It is also what enables us to do what we believe to be right, even when there is pressure from others around us to do otherwise. It is what enables us to go ahead into the unknown or the perilous, where there are no guarantees of safety or security. In our lives, we are often, even constantly, confronted with a new world, a new way of being in the world, a new way of seeing and of being seen. Ordinary living takes courage, and to rise above the ordinary into the extraordinary takes even more courage. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let the energy of fear itself power the action. That is true courage. Often people think of courage as being part of high heroism. It is, but it also has its quiet, hidden side as well. And that may require greater courage because we cannot expect the rewards or praise and approval for it. For example, no courage is needed to be unhappy and self-pitying. We do not need to be self-disciplined or wise for that. However, to open our hearts to the risks and vulnerability of joy and trust requires all of these things, especially courage. Within each of us, there is the terrified inner mouse, and there is the brave inner hero. Either part of us can take over from the other. We get to choose which is in charge. The mouse is a magician with only one trick. It can cast an illusion that is as big as an elephant. Then fear nearly overwhelms us, but we still have the choice. Learning to live with and manage the reactive animal within us involves transforming emotions like rage and fear into courage through self-discipline and the help of the singer of courage. Most people have decided by the age of 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break through these limiting beliefs, awaken to greater possibilities, and go for our objectives? We need to transcend our fears and accept the gift of courage. And there's a quote down at the bottom here. Fairy wings formed of shifting light, emotion, and energy are the manifestation of the power of those beings that transcend the mundane world. So I feel like this card is speaking to everything that we've been through. And I think it's important to not only like allow yourself to rest and integrate and recover from the chaos that was Mercury retrograde eclipse, Scorpio moons. It's important to like pick yourself back up and keep moving forward. Allow for that emptiness, allow for that darkness, but then to keep trying to find the light. Keep going on your path and keep going on that journey. So the other one looks very similar. It is the Rar, wild energy and pure potential. Once upon a time, there were 3 pink boys and a Rar who played in Brian's son Toby's bedroom. And Toby is Brian Froud, the author's son, or actually he's the artist. And Toby was actually the baby in the Labyrinth as well. So this is kind of interesting. I just watched the Labyrinth. Once upon a time, there were 3 pink boys and a Rar who played in Brian's son Toby's bedroom. They liked the midnight tea parties, the magical ambience, and of course, they liked Toby. Unfortunately, the pink boys got too rowdy and Brian had to throw them out into the garden, which was where they belonged anyways. The Rars learned from the experience in a Rarish way, and it quieted down a bit during the midnight hours. Rars are not naughty or wicked, just energetic. They are also not very discriminating. They like to join into whatever excitement is going on and add energy to it. In a way, they are pure potential, and they potentize whatever is happening. Rars are attracted to mobs, rioting, and to meditation groups, rising towards ecstasy and to any strong energy state. Rars are a bit like Tigger in the Pooh stories. They bounce, they zoom, they go off on wild tangents. Think of the Rar of a growling dog, the Rar of an engine revving up, the R of a purring cat, and the arg in the pirate. As I say, Rars don't discriminate. It is up to us to do that. They put a live spark into whatever is happening. It is our choice what we do with it. So if there's a Rar in your cards, they encourage you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and intentions. Don't get carried away by the Rar's bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal of the energy made available to you. This is a good time. Note that the Rar is not grounded and is not meant to be, but humans need to keep their feet on the earth. When you encounter the Rar, breathe slowly, center, earth yourself, and be clear about your objectives, and then go from them. This one totally captures the energy of this week. So I almost kind of feel like The Singer of Courage is here if anyone is feeling depleted or defeated from everything that we have just gone through. And the Rar is here to pep up your step, to give you that excitement and that encouragement again, that spark, that whatever it takes to get you moving. But also, like what we've been saying about Taurus energy and those slow and steady, grounded, stable steps. So I really do feel like this week is about like getting our footing again, getting our feet on the ground, so that we can keep moving forward. Even if that means you had to use the Lakitu to pick you up and drop you back on to your path. You can call on Rar for their energy if you need like some more pep in your step, and you can call on the Singer of Courage if you are feeling scared. And it's an important reminder about fear that this card had to say. The first quote there, that someone once said that courage is not the absence of fear, but that which enables us to experience fear and not be stopped by it. So it's not about like learning to not have fear or always going to have things that scare us or things that make us uncomfortable, but it's about moving forward anyways and doing the thing even though ... and keeping going. And our chakra card here is Grounded Harmony. When you align with the energy of the Earth Mother Gaia, you will discover that you attune to the vibrations of higher and stronger frequencies in Gaia's hands. You are always in harmonic resonance, brilliantly lending your rhythm to the grand song of the universe. Remember, when you come home to the Mother, you come home to all that is. When you are home with all that is, you are home with the Mother. So this is an Earth Star Chakra card. The crystal they recommend is Tibetan quartz, and the herb is galangal root. So this is another important reminder to get your feet on the ground, stay connected to the earth, and feel that support. Feel that you are being held and you are divinely supported and guided. And our crystal today is lepidolite, a powerful crown chakra activator. It dissipates negative energy and is one of the best crystals for relieving stress and worry. Lepidolite aids your physical and emotional well-being, improves dream recall, and provides peaceful, restful sleep, relaxation, and recovery from illness. It also helps you to perceive problems as opportunities for growth. And the affirmation here is, I am relaxed, at ease with myself and others. Everything is as it should be. It's a really wonderful pain reliever as well. And I do have a Let's Get Stoned video on lepidolite. So that is the energy for this last quarter week. I hope that you are able to find your footing and your grounding and to keep taking those steps forward, to keep moving on the path, to stay grounded and connected, but also to allow yourself to heal and feel all of the things that you've experienced this year. And I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Please come hang out with us on Wednesday for our crystal grid activation. Or if you are interested in a more quiet evening, we will be watching The Legends of Korra on Sunday in Discord. So thanks again for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bravely